What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to look into the company GEVO, ticker symbol GEVO. First of all, we'll have a brief overview of what the company actually does. We'll take a look if they have any projects currently underway and take a look at their top shareholders. We'll then look at the current share price, see is it over or undervalued based on what we look at. And also we're going to see if the company has any potential to go up further in value if you haven't invested in the company already. And we'll also take a look at some interesting news articles that will act as catalysts for this company going forward. I just firstly want to stress with companies like GEVO, they can be quite volatile. So again, I am not a financial advisor by any stretch of imagination. So you really need to do your own due diligence before investing your hard-earned money into any stock. And with all that being said, let's dive right into today's video. Firstly, in terms of a company overview, GEVO is commercializing the next generation of renewable gasoline, jet fuel and diesel fuel with the potential to achieve zero carbon emissions, addressing the market need of reducing greenhouse gas emissions with sustainable alternatives. I've made many videos in the past about renewable energy because I really think, just like electric vehicles, that it is definitely the way forward, and down the line this will probably be a big benefit if you're investing now as a long-term investor, because you can make a lot of profits. One of the ETFs I currently hold is the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF, and I kind of made many videos on that before where I stressed the importance of these style ETFs or companies going forward, and I believe GEVO is just up with that as well, so it has a lot of potential in my opinion. Another thing that I've been impressed with GEVO is their product offering. Now with a lot of these renewable sources of energy companies, they usually kind of tend to focus on one aspect. However, I'm quite impressed with GEVO's product offering. They use everything from renewable gasoline to renewable biodiesel. They also look at isotane, which is used in Formula 1 cars. They also have the likes of isobutanol or biobutanol, sustainable aviation fuel, isobutylene, ethanol, and even high protein animal feed. All of those products can be used as things such on screen as marine, airlines, cleaner cities, racing, even from things such as specialty vehicles. The list goes on and on, so I really do feel that GEVO are certainly onto a good thing. They also have a very interesting project which could be a game changer, and that's their net zero project, which is due to sustainability. Is decarbonization is their kind of main theme of this, and they're investing in sustainability at the source. And we can even see here that the introduction to their Net Zero 1 project is a source of sustainable liquid hydrocarbons. In terms of GEVO's Net Zero project, they can see here that they have the capability to produce approximately 45 million gallons per year of liquid hydrocarbons in the form of jet fuel and renewable gasoline. In addition to this, Net Zero 1 is expected to produce over 350 million pounds per year of high protein animal feed. Just on some brief fundamentals on the company, they are in the basic material sector and their industry being specialty chemicals. They currently have 53 full-time employees, and we can also see on screen here that their CEO is Dr. Patrick Gruber. Another thing that's very important is to see a company's top shareholders, and the three top companies that make in total about 8% is the Vanguard Group with 5.3%, Renaissance Technology with 2.3%, and in third place we have BlackRock. GEVO is currently sitting at about $14.60 per share, and just before I forget as well, there actually is a US bank holiday tomorrow, so the markets are closed. So back to this, we are just at about a year ago, they were sitting at just under $2 a share, and we can see in July they even dropped down to about 60 cents. But then since, let's say, the middle of November, they were at about $1.28, and ever since then they've went up massive fold. So now they went up to $5, $6 at the start of January, even went then up to about $13 at the end of January, when it had a small bit of a dip at the very end, and then they're currently sitting at about $14.61. So overall, over the past year, they've done extremely well. However, it's also worth noting that this company has been around the block before, and even if you look at the 1 year chart, it looks very promising, where it went from, let's say, about 50 cents last year, in the middle of last year, up to about $14.60. That looks very promising, but when you go to the 5 year chart, it's quite apparent that this company has had an awful run of things overall when you look at the larger aspect of the market. This time 5 years ago, it was trading at $280 a share, so it's crazy to think that it went from $280 down to practically nothing. So even though it's at $14.60 now, we can see here how far off the market is in comparison to 5 years ago. We can see on screen that GEVO went up 139% in January. Now if you just take that on face value, it looks very promising, but that's kind of mainly down to the fact that Biden is now in office within the US. So obviously he's kind of striving to get a more cleaner overall America. So companies in the clean energy sector, such as GEVO, have definitely been boosted up because of this. Obviously as well, all companies, and you can't blame them either, will kind of hype up any stock news they have in the hopes of improving their share price and getting more investors in. But you have to take all of these kind of things with a pinch of salt as such. And we can even see here that GEVO has never posted a profit and has seen little or no growth in recent years, now trades at a whopping 400x consensus to the 2021 revenues. However, one benefit that I really like about GEVO is that they've developed a proprietary technology that can convert crops such as corn into low carbon fuels that can be used in existing vehicles without modifications in the powertrain. Now I believe that's very important. You'd also have to wonder if this new form of fuel will be more expensive than traditional petrol or diesel, and you would have to think so. So again, even though Biden is in office, you would believe that these such agricultural companies wouldn't really want to step on board unless there was subsidies involved. So again, that's all up in the air at the moment, which could make this stock a bit more volatile. In terms if I think GEVO is a buy at about $14 a share. Firstly, I do really like all renewable energy source companies that will help the environment going forward. I believe that their product offering is very interesting and has a lot of potential, and it's not just kind of a one-trick pony either. I believe that their product offering is quite diverse. Personally, I really do feel that they're onto something. However, not everything is what it seems as well, and you can't just see all the upsides. You need to always look at the downsides as well. And kind of two that will come to mind would firstly be if they're going to repeat themselves. So as we looked at the share price a while ago, they were sitting at over $200 5 years ago. So you wonder if this is more of a pump and dump kind of scheme, so you need to be concerned with that. And second of all as well would be the cost and execution of this new fuel. So you'd wonder as well, if there isn't any subsidies involved, would a lot of people not even consider, especially farmers, as the bottom line is making profit? You'd wonder if they'd be even interested in using this unless there was serious subsidies involved. In my own opinion, I do feel that the company might be worth a punt. However, it's worth stressing as well. Firstly, obviously I'm not a financial advisor and you need to do your own due diligence. But secondly, if I am to invest in this company, I would only be putting in a fraction of my overall capital. I wouldn't be putting in anything crazy. It would only be a very small kind of investment, and that'd be kind of just to keep my interest in the company going, to see if it actually performs like it says it is in the long term. And with all that being said, that kind of brings the end to today's video. We had a look at who GEVO actually are and looked at the product offerings and what their kind of plans and projects are for the near future. We then had a look at some of their catalysts and some news articles which would be interesting to their price or share price in the coming months. And finally, we also had a look at their overall share price and had a quick discussion of how that is and if it was under or overvalued and my own position in this company. If you found this video anyway interesting or helpful, it'd be much appreciated if you consider subscribing to the channel if you're new around here. And as always, it'd be also much appreciated if you would like the video and comment below if you have any questions, comments, queries or suggestions on either this company itself or any other company you would like me to look into. Thanks very much guys, enjoy the rest of the weekend and I will see y'all in tomorrow's video.